And we've got the circus in town.
Yes.
We're going to play musical chairs. And we'll let them move out, and we're going to put you there so I can look in your faces. The Super American Circus is coming this weekend. It's going to be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and it's happening at Baldwin High. It's a modern one-ring circus. You can sit there and there, yeah. And it's, again, we're going to superhero theme, and all kinds of amazing acts. And we've got two of our superhero people involved here. We've got, are you Elaine?
No, this is Molly.
Hi, Molly, you're the ringleader.
Aloha, yes.
Ringmaster, yeah.
Ringmaster, yeah. I didn't know if it's a ringleader, ringmaster.
Sure.
I didn't know if you're ring mistress, but ringmaster.
Ringmaster.
I love it. So you get to wear the whole outfit, and do you wear a top hat too?
I do, and on stilts.
You're on stilts?
I am.
How tall are you when you're on stilts?
I'm about 8 feet tall.
8 feet tall. That is so super cool. And is it Tuffy?
Yes.
And is that Tuffy?
That's right.
I love it.
Yeah.
How did you get that name?
Oh, gosh. There's a couple of stories. The real one is, I used to be a boxer, but that's not, I already had that name by the time. Yeah, I used to box tomatoes, grapefruit, cigars.
Okay.
No, the real name, I was a little kid in the circus and was bouncing on a trampoline, fell off, didn't cry, got back on the trampoline and said, "Oh, what a little toughie." And from there on
you
out,
were a little kid in the circus? I mean, you've
my
been
parents
involved?
were in the circus. My mom trained polar bears. My dad was the ringmaster of Ringling Brothers for many years.
No.
Yeah.
He was the ringmaster?
Yep.
What a life that must have been as a child. That must have been amazing.
Normal to us.
Did you were on the road all the time? Was that the
Yeah.
ring, the one under the tent?
Yeah.
Wow.
Ringling Brothers, Barnabella. We were on the road about 10 months out of the year, and the other 2 months we were in Florida.
Was it trains, going by
Yeah.
train from city to city and loading and unloading and packing it up?
Every day.
And then you
Different
actually
city every
became
day.
part of that circus?
Yeah. Yeah.
What did you do once you grew up?
Well, when I was real little, I was in the float, in the circus parades, waving in a little ringmaster outfit. And then when I got to be about 12, 13, I started doing acrobatics. Did that till I was about 16, 17. Got injured for real, and then got into the business side of the
What
concessions.
happened? Did you fall off something or fall wrong?
Yeah, I was doing a front gainer off a mini tramp and showing off in school, in high school or junior high school.
It wasn't
whatever
even
it
in
was.
the circus? It was
No,
at school?
and I shouldn't have been doing it because I had
No?
never really practiced it, but I thought I was so good I could do it without practice. Mistake number one.
Ah.
So I hit the mini tramp at, running, go to do this gainer back somersault, and didn't quite make it.
Oh,
And landed on the gym room floor, fractured my skull.
oh no.
And
As
then
a kid, how terrible.
Yeah, and then good. It turned out that I got into the business side of it instead of being an acrobat, and it worked out.
So circuses have changed,
For sure.
for sure, right?
Everything
I mean, number
has.
one, yay, ringleader.
A ringmaster, a female ringmaster.
Yeah, ringmaster. I keep
Yes.
going to call you a leader, but
She is a leader, too,
yeah,
though.
and Cirque du Soleil really, when that was 15 years ago they started, 12 years ago.
Over 25 years ago.
Is it really that long?
Yeah.
They kind of changed. Now Europe
I've
had
got
already
a funny
had
story.
this.
We're going to be
Yeah.
on the air for a minute, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I've
we
got
got
a
a few
funny
minutes,
story
yeah.
about the owner of Cirque du Soleil, Guy Liberté.
The guy from Canada.
Right, Guy
Who's now a
Liberté's his name.
billionaire, right?
Multi.
Yeah.
So we're in Trois-Rivières, Canada,
Uh-huh.
Three Rivers, Quebec. And, I don't know, I'm maybe 17, 18 years old. He's about the same age as me. Comes to visit the show. We didn't know each other, but, we're popular guys in small world. And we get to talking. We're hanging out in my trailer, backstage of the circus in Trois-Rivières. And he says, I'm going to open up my own show. I was a young guy. I was pretty ambitious. I'm going to open up my own show. It's going to be completely different to this. At that time, we had a three-ring circus with elephants and tigers, big
Yeah.
American-style three-ring circus. And he said, mine's going to be completely different. It's going to be one ring, no animals. I said, man, I don't know. And he goes, can you invest a couple $1,000s? I'm looking for a little investment. And I said, you know what? The no animal thing, I don't think you're going to make
you
it.
didn't.
I'm out.
You didn't.
Had I invested a couple
Oh,
of $1,000
my
back then, things might be different.
Oh,
but
my
we're
gosh.
doing okay. And
But
he's
who
a nice
would have
guy.
envisioned? I mean,
He did.
Yeah, he did. He did.
He was smart. He
Yeah.
is smart.
Yeah, and so it's obviously evolved. So now, when you watch that, what was your transitions? And I'm sure there was more than one to get to the point where you're at now.
Well, for years, I managed other people's circuses and ran the concessions. So because of the knowledge, and promoted other people's circuses. So it got to a point where, okay, I'm running the concessions, I'm managing the show, I'm promoting the show. Maybe it's time for me to take out my own show.
Yeah.
And that's what I did with a partner 20 years ago, something like that. Our first tour was in Canada. So in the province of Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, eastern North Canada, Newfoundland, there were ordinances about having animals in circuses already. So you couldn't bring animals. And we didn't, the whole idea of bringing animals from Florida all the way to Canada and then crossing borders and vets and, a lot of stuff. And then the cities that we were playing had the ordinances against it already. So we decided we were going to be the first animal-free circus. And it was the Moscow Circus who brought in the performers from Russia. Because we didn't have animals, we got so much press, them asking, well, what kind of circus is it? What are you going to do? You don't have any animals. So we brought in big acts and thrill acts and, daredevils and all kinds of stuff like that to make it good and fun and quality and all that stuff. So it turned out to be great, and we got a lot of press out of it and did really well.
And then you hit the road?
Well, we did hit the road in Canada. That time was like 10 weeks. Then the following year, we went nationwide.
It's going to be hard promotional-wise. I mean, obviously you're here, but I mean, you're kind of it's not like you're retail. You're coming, you're here for a week, and you're gone. So people have to really kind of catch you, and if they miss this weekend, it's over, so you can't miss your opportunity.
Right.
You got to get out there this weekend. How did you end up at Baldwin High? Because that's an interesting place for it.
Right. Last year we were at the War Memorial gym, and we did very well, and a lot of great comments on our Facebook and 5 stars and all that. It was great. We wanted to come back. Once we got to the negotiation part of getting the contract with the gym, it was already booked for the dates that we needed.
Oh, my gosh.
So we were stuck and looking for places. I literally went next door to ask them if we could rent the gym, and the principal was such a nice lady. She said, we can make this work. Wow. So we're in the auditorium. We may have to do some of the big acts outside. Yeah. But it's going to be great. Wow. Great auditorium, 1,200 seats, beautiful proscenium theater. Sound and lights are going to be awesome, and the acts are going to love it, and so is the audience, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I've got to ask Elaine, how did you get... You're
Molly.
Young. Molly, I'm sorry. I had Elaine in
there.
Yeah,
right.
You're young. You're a young, beautiful lady. How did you get involved in the circus?
Well, my family's also in the entertainment industry, so I've been in the entertainment industry all my life, and then a dancer, and then, I don't know, I somehow picked up circus along the way.
What did your family do?
He was like a street fair producer, multicultural concert events.
So were you involved doing those, performing with them?
Yes, in the San Francisco Bay Area in
Oh,
California.
that must have been fun.
Yes. I was little, so I just grew up doing in there and then dancing.
She does fire knife dancing.
Fire.
She does fire hula dancing. She
we got some cool fire knife dancers here on
poi
Maui.
fire.
I do poi balls. I don't do fire knife. I do poi balls, and I do a lot of different fire acts and still walking and aerials.
Fire eater.
A bunch of different things.
Eats fire,
Jack of all
spits fire,
trades.
shaves with the blowtorch.
So you're not just the ring master.
Right. I can do it.
You are a performer as well.
Right.
Wow.
Aerialist.
Yep.
You really do it all.
Yeah, everything. You have to do a little bit of everything in the circus.
I understand that. You same in radio.
Yeah.
We're telling his mom and pa, I do a little of everything, and now you have to be able to do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you really kind of hold the show together in a way, though, too.
I try, yes.
She does.
Yeah.
She does. Calms me down.
Yes. Try to keep everyone happy and calm.
And
we are.
Is every audience a little different? I mean, I know
the audiences
theater
are great.
Yeah.
But yeah, they are. But the audiences in Hawaii are great.
The best.
Yeah. We have great audiences here every year.
You just came from Oahu, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Where'd you play there?
Blaisdell Arena.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my gosh, that's huge.
Yeah.
We did 6 shows.
6 shows in Blaisdell, my gosh.
And had great crowds.
Yes.
Wow.
Big crowds.
That's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. So how many people are in your troupe?
Well, 32 people travel with
lot.
us.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I think so. Especially when
What do you
we're
have?
filling up that many
tell
hotels
us,
and rental
tell us
cars.
what you've got.
We have two incredible comic acrobats. They used to be called clowns, but these guys aren't clowns because they don't wear a white face and the red nose. They're comedians that do acrobatics. They're great. We have aerialists. We do it. I can remember them. I'm going to try to. She's trying to hand me the notes. Thank you, Molly. You're probably saving me. We have superheroes. We have 8 superheroes. Movie star superheroes for the kids. Harley Quinn, Wonder Woman, Superwoman, Batgirl. What was the other couple? I know we have
Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy.
We have Deadpool.
Deadpool. Batman. So kids are going to love it. And they can get pictures with those superheroes at intermission.
Yeah.
Aerial ballet with the girls of Superheroes Live. So they're all up on ropes, swinging around and doing some crazy aerial ballet acrobatics in the air.
That must take quite a setup. Each place is a little different with each room, right?
Yeah, we have some great riggers that travel with us.
Yeah, I said riggers are really important. And the lights.
Oh, absolutely. Our lighting guy is, I don't know, the best. He's incredible. Our sound people are good. The show's a good show. I mean, it sounds like I'm bragging, and I kind of am, but it really is good. I mean, people look at the reviews on Facebook or Ticketmaster or any of that kind of stuff, and I'm pretty sure they're going to see a lot of 5-star reviews.
Because you have to get in a few days early to do that, and a lot of times you can't get in, well, there's actually probably, I imagine, at Baldwin High School, there's still school. Yeah, right. So you've got to get in, set everything up, and get ready to roll and be on by Friday.
It's kind of like a military operation in that everybody has their job, and they know how to do it, and they do it well. And they all go in there at the same time and do their jobs at the same time, and next thing you know, we're set up and ready to go.
Yeah, and you're the general.
Yeah.
What's this with the bikes? I saw there's some bike performances.
Motorcycle on the platform is my favorite. It's the first time ever in Hawaii. It's in a round aerial platform as high as we can get it. We'll probably have to set it up outside here. And on the other side of the motorcycle, there's a truss system. And on the other end, so the opposite of the motorcycle, there's
like
two.
Like a high wire truss across. You mean like
well,
that?
It's a truss, steel truss. And on the other side, there are 2 girls that, while he's whipping this motorcycle around in circles on this aerial platform, the girls on the other side on the truss are hanging on trapezes, swinging by their neck or twirling by their neck or doing, aerial poses, aerial acrobatics. Then at the end of the act, they pull a device, the motorcycle goes up in the air, and he starts doing front somersaults. It's amazing to watch. And
the front somersaults is, I don't understand how you can do that. He's got to come down to do the somersault.
He does them up in the air.
They're up there, he does the somersault up there?
Yeah, that's the crazy part.
On the platform.
Right.
That's dangerous.
Well, they've got it figured out pretty.
I guess that's what people like, right? You like a little bit of the thrill.
Yeah.
The adrenaline.
Yes.
The adrenaline rush of it all.
Yeah, but nobody's going to get hurt, and it's safe. And it's safe because they're pros and they know what they're doing.
And you've got some America's Got Talent alumni,
yes,
which is fun.
Tino Ferreira was on America's Got Talent. He does the rock and rollabola. And the rock, he's an old rocker, and he balances on these cylinders, stacks up a drum kit, and does these balances on a bowling ball on a board. I mean, it's difficult stuff, and he's good at it.
It's really interesting because, we have actually quite often these Chinese acrobat performances that come in, and they tour the world, and everything.
Yeah, there's lots of them, and they're good.
Yeah, they're good.
Ours is completely different.
Yeah, totally different, okay.
It's a different
more
type
American
of
type of feeling.
Not just strictly for Americans, though.
Yeah.
We do go all over the world, and people like it. It's
you
just
do? Wow.
It's, how do I say? The Chinese acrobats are very good acrobats. They're very good at everything they do. They take years and years of practice. So do our performers. But it's presented differently. Different style music. We're playing more modern pop, rock and type music.
Yeah.
And that kind of colorful costumes.
Yeah.
And that sort of thing.
What's the Russian swing?
It is a giant swing, and literally a giant swing that is a pretty good size platform where 8 people push and swing on it back and forth, while the person that stands at the very front, when the timing is right, does a catapults from this swing into a net that's, 30, 40, 50 feet away, however far it is, depending on where we're set up. Once they get catapulted, it's like being shot out of a cannon.
Uh-huh.
Once they go flying through the air, then they do, triple twisting back somersaults and difficult, like diving type moves, but because they've been catapulted from this swing.
Wow.
It's fun.
It is fun?
It's fun.
Have you ever done it?
Yeah.
You've
I
done
have
it?
to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not easy.
Do
Timing.
you get scared still doing that stuff?
No.
No?
Not
You
anymore.
don't get
No.
second make? No, big deal. I can do this. I've done it.
It's
a million
fun at all.
times.
It's fun.
I love it. So there's all kinds of levels you've got of tickets, but I also want to mention the Kama'aina Kids is a wonderful nonprofit that's going to
Great
get a
group.
benefit from every ticket sold. But how do you know what tickets you want to get for this Friday, Saturday,
Well,
or
because
Sunday?
it's an auditorium and it only holds 1,200 seats, I say only. We're doing 7 shows.
Yeah,
so that's a lot of
It
seats
is
to
a lot.
fill.
Yeah.
You can really get you can buy a general admission tickets. Everything is general admission, first come, first serve, but in different sections. So the first 2 rows are the VIP seats. They're expensive. Those are for the well-off people that want to sit right in the front.
Now, I don't want to give people the wrong idea because we have a lot of VIP things that sell here for $200. When he says expensive, it's $49.50.
Well,
So that I mean,
For a
'cause
circus
lot of
ticket,
people
that's not,
a lot of
that's not
people
cheap.
think VIP is like $100 or $150.
I'm
so
glad
it's
you brought that up.
$49.50.
Yeah.
No, really, because you think that's VIP, So
well, that's the one
But, yeah.
section, too, where the kids and the adults are the same price. Every other section, the kids are half price.
Oh, that's
so
good.
the preferred
Yeah.
ticket is what, $32?
$32, yeah.
So $18 for a child's ticket, unless you find a free kids ticket around, which they're at a lot of different stores. So a free
Like,
kids coupon,
example.
7-Eleven for sure.
Oh,
That's
good.
one of our sponsors.
Well, that's nice.
So if you find one of these free kids tickets, then you can use that for free with a paid adult in either of the 2 remaining sections besides VIP, preferred and general admission.
So do people get tickets online, or they get
Yeah.
them at Ticketmaster? Can they get it at 7-Eleven? Can they buy tickets at
No,
7? No.
only on our website. Ticketmaster was strictly for Honolulu at the Blaisdell.
okay.
That was part of
that
the
was that. Yeah, okay.
thing. Our website is superamericancircus.com. They can get them in advance, save a few bucks, and then know they have their tickets. It's not going to be sold out for the show that they want to go to. Obviously, the best shows or the fastest selling shows are the matinees. The Sunday 1 o'clock, the 4 o'clock Saturday show. Those sell out first.
No, but the Friday one's at 6, right?
7:30.
Oh, it's at 7:30.
Doors open at 6:30.
I gotcha. And then Saturday,
Saturday 3 shows.
3 shows. Wow.
Noon. Yeah, noon, 4 o'clock, and 7:30.
I like that.
And then Sunday, 3 shows, 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and 7:30.
You're really working.
Yeah, it's a vacation.
Yeah. No, that's a lot of performances, and 3 performances in a day is a lot.
For most shows,
Yeah.
but for a circus, it's pretty normal for a
Is
Saturday.
it really? Really?
Circus people are hardest working people in the world,
They
as far as
really
I'm
are.
concerned. They set up everything themselves. They take it all down. They do their
Did you
own
see The
everything.
Showman with Hugh Jackman?
Of course.
Of course. What did you think of it?
I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I liked it. Yeah.
I liked it too.
We play a lot of the tunes from that
Oh, do you?
movie in our show.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we have a couple live singers, too, that sing those songs and others in our show that are great.
Oh, so you didn't mention you had singers.
The girl.
We're not going to mention everything. No, it's almost 2 hours long of non-stop entertainment.
And it's bang, 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 bang.
Yeah,
You
there's
just
not
kinda-
a lot of
you don't-
dilly-dallying around.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you think in circus. But if you go to concerts, it's always like there's a song. If you change an act, there's a setup time. You wait, and there's a change of thing. But in circus, you got to have everything, all the moving parts
it's
going,
preset
right?
or being set up while one act is an aerial act's on, something's being set up below, so there's no dead air.
So you don't have time for rehearsals on this, do you?
Well, a little bit. A little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
We set up on Thursday. We then will rehearse a little bit on Thursday night, and then we don't have a show until 7:30 on Friday, so we'll rehearse during the daytime Friday.
So what's the favorite superhero? You're dressed in the ringmaster.
I'm the ringmaster.
Yeah, so you don't have to do another costume. And I'm sure you see during the break when kids want pictures. What do they want pictures with most? Who's a superhero? That's a
I mean,
superhero?
it's pretty even. My
Yeah?
favorite is Harley Quinn,
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's that crazy blonde with
Yeah.
the baseball bat, so I'm kind of into that. I shouldn't
No,
say-
I get it. I dare say that my granddaughter likes that.
Yeah.
I mean, what can I say?
But
you know?
poison ivy gets a lot. I mean, they all do. It really, it's pretty evenly distributed amongst fans for those 6 girls.
But you get the guys too. And-
Well, yeah, Batman and
Deadpool.
Deadpool. He's a funny one.
It's really amazing. So you do this on, I mean, yearly you go on tour? Is that it? It pretty much, you just do a world tour and go
Well,
every
from
year?
here we're going to Guam and Saipan,
Oh, you are?
and then Manila, Cebu, Davao.
What do
and
you
then,
do for language? You have a translator? I mean, you don't speak all
They
these
speak
languages.
English in the Philippines.
Yeah, they speak English there.
Even all
I mean,
the
pretty
Guam
good.
and all
And,
the-
and, and
Tagalog.
most of them, and we'll go into Australia and New Zealand, they speak English there too.
Oh, yeah, I
pretty
know
much.
they speak English. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I thought Guam might have other, you know.
Well, they have their own dialect. I forget what it's called, but
Yeah.
we played Guam before. Did well there. Great. Loved it. Fun. Reminds me a lot of Florida.
Really?
Very humid like Florida. Very, beaches and warm weather. And,
So you love what you do.
oh,
yeah.
God,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's great. How did you two get to meet and get to work together?
We did
Tell
a
'em.
show in Atlantic City. Atlantic City.
Atlantic City. That must have
Cirque
been
Polynesian was the show.
Cirque Polynesian.
And Cirque Risque.
Okay, you got
That
my
was an
trick.
adult circus show.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Well, it's Atlantic City. What can I
Yeah.
say?
Right, and it was it was a casino show, and then I was pitching the owner of the casino, great guy, Dennis Gomes, passed away. I was talking to him about the circus, and it got his attention. It didn't seem like he was that interested in the traditional circus. The Great American Circus was the title at that time. And then I brought up Cirque Polynesia, and we had a show here on Maui.
Yes, I remember.
That
It
was Cirque
very
Polynesia. I
good.
was the producer of that
Yeah,
show. I
that
lived
was
here for
excellent.
3 years. So it was a great show, and they loved it. So he said, I think we can do that. And then I said, what about Cirque Risque? He goes, now you're talking.
You just put black leather on. It's the same show, but just in black leather.
Well, it was the
and
same
whips.
cast, pretty much. Different costumes.
Well, I love talking to you. It's really entertaining talking to you. I think the best thing for people to do is to go to your website, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
What's your website again?
Super American Circus.com. And our Facebook, too.
No, they can show up.
They can show up at the
At
door.
Baldwin. Yeah, at the door.
They can show up 10 minutes before showtime.
Yeah, because sometimes people.
I mean, I wouldn't advise that.
Yeah.
I would advise getting your ticket, saving my little
Did you
money
think
online and getting your
Sundays
ticket and have
at
your ticket.
1 and the earlier shows are.
I think Sunday at 1's probably going to sell out. I think Saturday at 4 o'clock will probably sell out.
Yeah, yeah.
Because at the War Memorial last year had about 2,000 seats, and those shows sold out.
Wow.
We only have 1,200 this time, so get your tickets in advance.
Well, it's been lots of fun talking to
Me
both
too.
of you. Thank you for coming in, and I look forward to seeing you at the circus. And a big aloha.
Aloha.
Aloha.